There's a doctor in the house and he's been messing with your mind. You want me to change my ways, but I'm not that inclined. You think you are the one for me, but you're nothing of the kind. Oh baby, you're just something to help me unwind. Golden Virginia rolled into one. Sweet Virginia on my lips and on my tongue. And us sharing the cigarettes, the closest to me that you will ever get. I'm going to take the lead and learn all of my lines. Forget those burning bridges that I left behind. You can't help me with the task you've been assigned. But baby, you're just something to help me unwind. Golden Virginia rolled into one. Sweet Virginia on my lips and on my tongue. And us sharing the cigarettes, the closest to me that you will ever get. Flame, it has no shadow, no profile on the wall. And what you're trying to say to me is nothing new at all. You're the living proof that love is truly blind. Cause baby, you're just something to help me unwind. Golden Virginia rolled into one. Sweet Virginia on my lips and on my tongue. And us sharing the cigarette, well, it's the closest to me that you will ever get. It's a sad lament for choosing the wrong way to go. And I've been trying to tell you, but you didn't want to know. You think you are the one for me, but you're nothing of the kind. Cause baby, you're just something to help me unwind. Baby, you're just something to help me unwind. Baby, you're just something to help me unwind. Very much. The next song I'm going to ask one of my friends, Shelley Kerr, to come up and sing this with me. It's called Brian's Song. Shelley and her husband Paul run a music promotion business, and so we've played a few times together. And at the beginning of this year, I sort of set myself a new thing in my bucket list of singing with a couple of very, very talented duets with a couple of very talented lady singers, Shelley being one of them. And I wrote a couple of songs, and then we sang the songs, and we sort of thought, ooh, this sounds quite good, we maybe should do an album. So I'm halfway through an album with one of the lady singers, Maddie Brownlee, and I've just finished writing the album that Shelley and I are going to record in the new year. We're doing a couple of songs from that later, but this is an old favourite, Brian's Song. Those of you who don't know it, it's about a guy who came up to talk to me in a cafe when I was waiting for Mel to come back from shopping. I'd been there about 3 days. I'll get hell for this later, but at the moment I'm invulnerable. Right, called Brian's Song. Struggling with my crossword, stuck on 21 across. He came over to my table and asked if the seat was free, of course. Started making small talk about the weather and the rest. Turned out he needed talking to get something off his chest. Life's a knife that cuts both ways. It has a jagged edge. You can watch it through the window or stand out on the ledge. Getting nowhere with my cryptic, just waiting for my date. And of course, just as usual, she was already running late. So I had time for conversation, to hear his point of view. Though when I say conversation, well really I mean listening would do. And Life's a knife that cuts both ways. It has a jagged edge. You can watch it through the window or stand out on the ledge. He said he tasted music and that he danced to the best. But time and tide betrayed him, and now it was time to rest. But you can't go back down time's old road and take another turn. Memories of places you just never can return. Life's a knife that cuts both ways. It has a jagged edge. You can watch it through the window or stand out on the ledge. My lady finally showed, and he said that he had to go. He reminded me of someone in a sepia photo. You don't betray what you believe if you get a second chance to play the music in your heart, in your mind, you still can dance. Life's a knife that cuts both ways. It has a jagged edge. You can watch it through the window or stand out on the ledge. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cheryl. As I said, we're going to be recording an album in the new year. It's a country-themed album. I'd like to say especially for my friend Russell Aughty, who's a presenter on MK Radio, but I'd be lying. But I know Russell likes country songs, so we've said that when we've got the album done, we'll go on his show and play some of the stuff for him. Russell's here tonight with his wife, and it's their wedding anniversary, so thanks for coming, Russell. This song's called A Cigarette, a Guitar, Tequila and Me. And we need Gerald up for it. It's a problem with free bars. That was a terrible slur on you, wasn't it? That's what I mean. The most abstemious person in the room, and I'm having a go. Cigarette, guitar, tequila and me. I lost my best friend a while ago. This heartache's not my first rodeo. There's times I just want a telephone. It's then that I feel extra low. I got so used to him being around. We were together from when we first touched the ground. Loss is a lesson everyone learns, an ache that comes from real slow burns. There's no turning place on this old track, but I've no reasons for coming back. A pickup truck and an old guitar, it doesn't matter much where you are. There's a small town down in Mexico. Next to the bus stop there's a place to go. Saddle brown riding, wrestling steers, memories of cowboys and pioneers. Remembering a past that was never there, good times that were the worst for wear. And you always turn the car they made for of a kind. At least that's the way you recall it to mind. There's no turning place on this this old track, but I've no reasons for coming back. A pickup truck and an old guitar, it doesn't matter much where you are. I never had roots to put them down. Any town's the same as this old town, moving along that beaten track, staying one step ahead of the pack. There's no turning place on this old track, but I've no reasons for coming back. A pickup truck and an old guitar, it doesn't matter much where you are. Tequila's something to cut the dust, a traveling companion you can trust. I'm just footloose and fancy free, a cigarette, a guitar, tequila and me. A cigarette, a guitar, tequila and me. A cigarette, a guitar, tequila and me. Thank you very much. Gerald Claridge. As I said, I've just finished writing this album, and Shelley hasn't actually heard all of the songs on it yet, so she might regret agreeing to do this album.
I'm sure that won't be the case, Malcolm.
So another song from the forthcoming album. Am I plugging this too much? Oh, I'm working on it. This is called Cimarron Blues. Okay. Traveling down this losing trail, well, I've been fighting both tooth and nail. Apart from tequila, I've given up booze. Cimarron Blues, Cimarron Blues. The smell of the old sagebrush, I bet my heart on a busted flood, throwing horseshoes just for something to do. Cimarron Blues, Cimarron Blues.
Snakes and a den of thieves, smiling liars
and I can roll these blues away. Let the chips fall where they may. Bet upon a path the hard way. Play a game that only two can play. Traveling down, nowhere to go. Just going with the flow. Apart from tequila, we've given up booze. Cimarron blues, Cimarron blues, Cimarron blues, Cimarron blues, Cimarron blues, Cimarron blues. Thank you very much. Shelley Kerr.
Thank you.
Getting all Martin Carthy issue. It's a song called Transparent. I've just released an album, a double album actually, called Reflective. It's a solo album, and some of the songs from the previous Down with Whiskey albums are redone on this album, and there's a lot of new stuff. It's actually a 32-song album. The idea is to have an album that incorporates all of the stuff that I do at live gigs, in case some poor person wants to actually buy some of the songs. It's also out on Deezer and Weezer and Google and all the rest of these strange phenomena that are out there. And there's a book that goes with it, which has got the lyrics. I was asked to do a book of lyric poetry, so I put the lyrics and some notes of Reflective on the book, and some other things. So they're on sale tonight if you're interested. And this is a song from the album. It's called Transparent. If I could move a mountain and I could sail the seas, would it be enough for you to notice me? I seem to be transparent, a shadow in the dark. I've always been and will always be the ghost you do not see. If I could turn the tides, fly up to the sun, would it be enough for you to know I was the one? I seem to be transparent, a shadow in the dark. I've always been and will always be the ghost you do not see. It should be so easy if we were meant to be. It would be so obvious for you to notice me. I seem to be transparent, a shadow in the dark. I've always been and will always be the ghost you do not see. If If I could turn your head, make you hear my voice, would it be enough for you to make the right choice? I seem to be transparent, a shadow in the dark. I've always been and will always be the ghost you do not see. If I could take dull lead, turn it to golden shine, would it be enough to make you mine? I seem to be transparent, a shadow in the dark. I've always been and will always be the ghost you do not see. The ghost you do not see. Thank you very much. This next song is a song about teenage love. I had a girlfriend when I was in my teens, about 20 years ago, and or so, and a few months. And in those days, it was kind of a very big distinction between loving somebody and being in love. And she made this point to me that she wasn't in love with me. In other words, it wasn't going to go the full term. So I left her and went off with somebody else. And this is the song about it. It's called Cinnamon Tears. I didn't know you were serious. Well, how was I meant to tell? You said it was for the fun of it, so I went along as well. Now you cry those cinnamon tears. Don't cry those cinnamon tears. Well, sometimes memories run down my face, just like those cinnamon tears. We can talk when you've nothing to say, but I'm no villain of the piece. Well, I was always straight with you. Oh, keep your memories, they'll have to do. And you cry those cinnamon tears. Don't cry those cinnamon tears. Well, sometimes memories run down my face, just like those cinnamon tears. I wanna leave on broken dreams, or walk away on regrets. We've had such good times together, must count for something yet. Still you cry those cinnamon tears. Don't cry those cinnamon tears. Well, sometimes memories run down my face, just like those cinnamon tears. I hope I see you once again, and the time will mend. You mean so much to me. I hope I see you again, and you won't cry those cinnamon tears. Don't cry those cinnamon tears. Well, sometimes memories run down my face, just like those cinnamon tears. Just like those cinnamon tears. Just like those cinnamon tears. Thank you very much. I'd like to ask Maddie Brownlee to come up and sing a few songs with me. We've got the Maddie Brownlee fan club in tonight. Fortunately. We had to bring Maddie on early because we have a free bar in here, and and her fan club are notorious for we'll do something else. A friend of mine is engaged to a lady who lives abroad, and there are certain things keeping them apart at the moment, but they're hoping that in the not too distant future that they'll all be united and be able to get married. She's bilingual, but her first language is Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. In fact, I have enough difficulty with English. But I wrote a song called "No Escape from My Heart," and there's little bits of Spanish in it. This is going to be in the new album that Maddie and I are recording, called "Torch Singer." We originally were going to call it Malcolm and Maddie, but we thought people might think we weren't being very creative, so I call it Torch Singer. Well, more of Torch Singer later. No Escape from My Heart. I never thought I'd find someone such as you. I'd given up searching, second best just wouldn't do. But there's a heartbeat in your kiss that takes my breath away. No escaparás de mi corazón. No escaparás de mi corazón.
Now I'm forever tied to you, though miles keep us apart. The bond that is between us knows no bounds. Every morning when I wake, I know I'll think of you. No puedo escapar de corazón. No puedo escapar de corazón.
I think of when we will be ambos juntos, when finally that border we can cross. The day cannot come too soon where there is no divide. No escaparás de mi corazón. No escaparás de mi corazón.
Now I'm forever tied to you, though miles keep us apart. The bond that is between us knows no bounds. Every morning when I wake, I know I'll think of you. No puedo escapar de corazón. No puedo escapar de corazón.
And soon this wait will be but a memory, and we will be together for always. There's a heartbeat in your kiss that takes my breath away. No escaparás de mi corazón. No escaparás de mi corazón.
Now I'm forever tied to you, though miles keep us apart. The bond that is between us knows no bounds. Every morning when I wake, I know I'll think of you. No puedo escapar de corazón. No puedo escapar de corazón.
Never thought I'd find someone such as you. Living up, searching, second best just wouldn't do. But there's a heartbeat in your kiss that takes my breath away. No escaparás de mi corazón. No escaparás de mi corazón. No escaparás de mi corazón. Thank you very much.
Ray Lear on the guitar.
Oh, must be. Yeah. Thank you, Ray. Yeah, Ray Lear on the guitar. Ray Lear co-produced Reflective with me, and it's almost a misnomer to call it a solo album because he played umpteen instruments on the album to get it together. So. Another song from the forthcoming Torch Singer is called How the Pages Fall, and we have Mr. Claridge on the guitar on this one. And Ray Lear on bass. Was the one you had a soft spot for. You left the blame lying at my door. You left me still wanting more. I suppose that's just love I want.
Don't wanna be your lover,
don't wanna be your brother. Well, let's just see how the pages fall.
shuffle pack.
That was my bit.
Don't wanna be your mother. Well, let's just see how the pages fall.
I said I wanted something to be done. Well, everybody's looking out for number one. I suppose it's easier said than done. I didn't expect you to cut and run.
Don't wanna be your lover,
don't wanna be your brother. Well, let's just see how the pages fall.
There is such power in a group. One mind jumps through the same hoop. One thought in an endless loop, all mixed up in one fell swoop.
Don't wanna be your lover,
don't wanna be your mother. Well, let's just see how the pages fall.
so angry when he disagreed. A friend who thinks the same is a friend indeed. Truth's just opinion that can mislead. Much more haste, much less speed. Don't wanna be your lover, don't wanna be your brother. Well, let's just see how the pages fall. Let's just see how the pages fall. Tell you what, let's do Angel of Spring. Yeah. I shouldn't really have called the song Angel of Spring, because when you play it in the autumn people wonder what you're on about. But it's actually about going through bad times and light at the end of the tunnel and a bit of positiveness. And it's got a nice little chorus, so you've been sitting out there quietly, it's time you did some work. It goes, just trying to let spring ease my blues away, and it's really great if everybody sings along with it. It gets into the song. Angel of spring, sun in her eyes, the water ripples with the sighs, daffodil smiles like sun in the rain. I've waited so long to see her again, and I'm just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Just trying to let spring ease my blues away. The rain will cry, but it won't weep. Small steps of music, comfort to keep. I've always moved on, headed for a fall. If I wasn't with you, I'd be nowhere at all. Just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Sunshine smiles, laughter talks, midday sun and evening walks, like a sleeping child, so much at peace. Pale sunsets of soft cherries, and I'm just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Angel of spring, sun in her eyes, the water ripples with her sighs, daffodil smiles like sun in the rain. I've waited so long to see her again, and I'm just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Just trying to let spring ease my blues away. Thank you very much. As I said, I started off the year with this idea that I'd like to sing a couple of duets, and in writing the duets, I then got myself involved in writing this extremely complicated duet. It's extremely complicated for everybody else apart from me. I wrote the damn thing. I'm not going to write the complicated things for me to do. But it's complicated, say, for everybody else. And it's called Torch Singer, and it was written very much with Maddie in mind. And do you have problems with electrical implements and so on? Because I do all the time. Anyway, coming back to the real world. So I wrote this song called Torch Singer, and it's a duet, and Maddie's part is extremely complicated, and mine's extremely easy. And it's called Torch Singer. Torch Singer is not a term that's used a lot these days. Ella Fitzgerald used to be a torch singer. The torch singers were particular jazz female singers who sang songs about love songs. You've heard the term carrying a torch for somebody, keeping a light for somebody, carrying a light for somebody, keeping a light around. Well, that's all to do with torch singers. And they particularly wrote songs about unrequited love. So, guy goes into a bar. This isn't a joke. Goes in a bar. It's one of those bars where you have to go down steps to go into, and it's one that's open all night. And he goes in, and there's nobody there apart from the barman who's standing, polishing a glass. And the barman says to him,
"What can I get you, sir?"
He says, "I'll have a beer, thanks." And the barman says,
"I haven't seen you in here before, sir."
And the guy says, "No, I haven't been in here for years. I used to come in here, there used to be a singer in here, and I used to sit in the shadows, and I just listened to her sing. I think I was in love with her, but she never saw me. Just me in the shadows." This place used to be a jazz club. Remember smoke-filled nights. Piano used to cut the small talk, and she would sing in the spotlight. Don't know why I really came back here. It was many years ago. Suppose the memory of her just wouldn't let me go. She was a torch singer, singing songs of her lost love, keeping flames a burning of unrequited love, unrequited love. Used to be real dark in here, a table in the shadow.
I couldn't see beyond the love.
I always used to like to think that she would watch me come and go.
Maybe you'd stay the whole night.
She was a torch singer, singing songs of her lost love, keeping flames a burning of unrequited love, unrequited love. But I was really one of many.
You never seemed to look at
Blood
me.
face she couldn't see.
Your face I couldn't see.
The songs about a lover,
And my songs were about your lover.
they show about me.
But you didn't notice me.
She was a torch singer, singing songs of her lost love,
But you
keeping
were silent
flames
in the
burning
shadows.
of unrequited love, unrequited love. remember her name now.
I never knew your name.
Suppose it doesn't matter
Suppose it doesn't
much.
matter much.
Her voice was a calling
I was calling
card,
out to
just to
you.
reach out and
Reaching out and
touch.
touch.
She was a torch singer, singing songs of her lost love, keeping flames a burning of unrequited love, of unrequited love. This place used to be a jazz club. I used to come here every night, and I can still hear the echoes now of her singing in the spotlight. She was a torch singer, singing songs of her lost love, keeping flames a burning of unrequited love, my unrequited love.
Thank you very much. Manny Manley.
Right, it's travel round old England, a few and far between, harvesting the mustard, the size and was so keen. Mustard was the main crop, and a living could be had. If you could cut the mustard, living wouldn't be that bad. For a butts and cuts no mustard, and a painter draws no card. For if you can cut the mustard, living needn't be that hard. Mrs. Clapp's made it pay, and a flour mill in Norwich made it famous till this day. It was cut by hand, with size the same as hay. The crop could grow to 6 feet high and take your breath away. For a butts and cuts no mustard, and a painter draws no card. For if you can cut the mustard, living needn't be that hard. Shilling, and I've even had a pound. There was nowhere else better for the mustard to be ground. You see, I never found a place worth returning to. I never ever found a place worth staying on with two. For a blunt and cuts no mustard, and a painter draws no card. For if you can cut the mustard, living needn't be that hard. It had windows that were small but they were clean, a shoebox of the sky with mist and sunshine in between. And I could have moved alone, left right there and then, but I'd have left the summer, and I'd have left good friends. For a blunt and cuts no mustard, and a painter draws no card. For if you can cut the mustard, living needn't be that hard. Stay here for a while, I'll maybe end my time. For I can cut the mustard and I can take my time. And I have friends and moving on's a habit I can break. There's only so many new ways this old dog can take. For a sauce that cuts no mustard, and a painter draws no card. For if you can cut the mustard, living needn't be that hard. If you can cut the mustard, living needn't be that hard. And Maddie Brownlee, thank you Maddie for coming up to hear that one. The multi-talented Maddie Brownlee, she'll sing anything. So we're not going to have the band. Done with Whiskey, we're going to do some songs. Those of you who've
Only
heard
if
us
he turns
before.
my guitar up, that's the only.
Once upon a time I had a water bottle around here. Oh, there it is. You can hand that up to me, could you? You can hand that up to me.
Calling through the thing.
Do you want to? Thank you. I already said that. So anyway, we're going to do some Dunn with Whiskey songs now. Tom's going to help us out with the first one. St Jude's Road. St Jude!
Excuse me, Mr. Man, I haven't got any volume.
Well, that's not a problem. Anyway, can we have...
There's the volume on this guitar.
Can
please,
the
Mr.
lead
Sound
guitarist
Engineer.
this, by the way, this is Whiskey Bob, who's part of the Dunn with Whiskey trio. St Jude's, patron saint of lost causes. And I got to thinking about a guy, it's a sort of Huckleberry Finney kind of character whose life's a bit of a lost cause. A bit like Bob's guitar at the moment. Sounds a bit too loud to me. But yeah, that's the problem when they've got independent volume controls, these lead guitars, you can't get away with it. So this is called St Jude's Road. Down by the river where the big trees grow, you can only see the sun through the branches low. Roots sticking out where the soil washed away. When the river's angry, you should just walk away. Where the woods are prospered, the straw get rich. My diamond is money digging our ditch. Now I didn't have shoes till I was 9 or 10. Some taught me school, but that was then. Stealing apples, catfish stew. My mom always knew just what to do. Then my daddy died and I had to work. You gotta stand up when it's your turn. Down by the river where the big wheel drives, making power from water supplies. Not much of a living, not much of a life. A couple of kids and an angry wife. Maybe I'll buy me an old gold pan. Strike it rich, be a lucky man. Then came the men, they were looking for oil. They drilled deep holes in the farming soil. That was work for some, but it was more like toil. The one who made some money just sold snake oil. And maybe I'll count the blessings I can, end up being like my old man. Now they say things come to those who wait, but that's like fish just taking the bait. Scraping a living, catching a dime, slap down the ladder one rung at a time. Pushing a plow, walking by hand, this is what they call a promised land. I got food on the table another day, and doing what you must to make it pay. Drinking whiskey from a copper still, the blue flame means it's safe to distill. I gas the car, a stack the load, another trip down St. Jude's Road. Driving fast, driving hard, you don't earn money in the prison yard. Not much of a living, not much of a life. I call it one money for the kids and wife. Soup up the engine, stack the load, another trip down St. Jude's Road. Another trip down St. Jude's Road. Another trip down St. Jude's Road. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Bignell. Plug just said, don't forget to plug the book. Thanks, Plug. Well, that's really is plugging it, that. Next song we're going to do is called Lipstick Kisses. We played this last year in the Narrowboat sessions. If you don't know the Narrowboat sessions, look them up, they're great fun. You actually go and play on...
Superb.
You actually go and play on a narrowboat, which is fascinating. And we thought, how he's going to get a trio in? Well, he's had sort of like a full drum kit, an upright bass, and a band, and so on. So, in this tiny space, so he's quite a remarkable character. We did Lipstick Kisses, and it got thousands and thousands of hits on Facebook. Still no money coming in, but we had thousands and thousands of hits on it. So we're going to do Lipstick Kisses. Possessions, greener grass. All that I wanted, gone are those days. Lipstick kisses show me the way. I had a girl I didn't have to pay, but there's no free lunches on a working day. The price got too high to stay. Too much of a woman in every way. Too hard to handle, dry as a bone. You only get blood from a heart of stone. I got it bad, so bad I pray till lipstick kisses show me the way. I didn't know, she didn't stay. A house in a home when love is away. I didn't know, well she didn't say. I learned about loving while she was away. Too hard to handle, dry as a bone. You only get blood from a heart of stone. I got it bad, so bad I pray till lipstick kisses show me the way. There was a time when every day I'd wonder why my life was going this way. It got so bad I had to pray till lipstick kisses show me the way. Too hard to handle, dry as a bone. You only get blood from a heart of stone. I got it bad, so bad I pray till lipstick kisses show me the way. time when I used to say, tomorrow's just another day. I wasted time wishing my life away, till lipstick kisses show me the way. Too hard to handle, dry as a bone. You only get blood from a heart of stone. I got it bad, so bad I prayed, till lipstick kisses show me the way. Thank you very much. I mentioned my wife earlier. I wrote a song a little while back, and I got to thinking, because there are lots of songs been written about the path not taken and all that, the films about it, and so I got to thinking what song I'd be writing now if, when we got to that point in our relationship, we had to decide whether we were going to go our separate ways or whether we were going to make a fist of it. She loved it. So anyway, fortunately, when we decided we were going to get married and live happily ever after. I have to say that because otherwise I'll be in real trouble when I get home. But I sort of thought, what song would we write now if we hadn't done that? And this song came to mind. And I've been playing and singing it for a little while now, and some other musician friends went up to Mel a little while back and said, doesn't it bother you him singing this song about this woman that he wished that he'd not let go? And she pointed out it was actually about her, so they started talking to me again, so I'm okay there. It's called Stubborn Curl, and if you met Mel, you'll know what we're talking about. Now I don't regret many things that I have said or done. I've even walked away from things when I knew that I had won. But I do regret not meeting you when we'd arranged the time. And I wonder how things could have been if you were still mine. And I wonder if you're married now with perhaps a little girl, with your blue eyes and that stubborn blonde curl. Well, it was 1992, or was it 1993? My first glance was enough, and you came round my house for tea. One thing led to another, and we wrecked the bedroom. Oh, I still remember the promise of your sweet perfume. And I wonder if you're married now with perhaps a little girl, with your blue eyes and that stubborn blonde curl. It's like a Saturday on a Sunday, like a parody of what's mine, like a make-believe of reality, like a cold forecast of fire. Making marmalade from fruit, making wine from grapes, playing life just like a game for only table stakes. And I wonder if you're married now with perhaps a little girl, with your blue eyes and that stubborn blonde curl. walk in my shoes, and I didn't walk in yours. You let me have my beliefs, you didn't judge my points of view. Oh, I was reckless, but you were straight, an ideal match, you see. But my head was in the clouds, and I was much too carefree. And I wonder if you're married now, with perhaps a little girl, with your blue eyes and that stubborn blonde curl. Now I don't regret many things that I have said or done. I've even walked away from things when I knew that I had won. But I do regret not meeting you when we'd arranged the time, and I wonder how things could have been if you were still mine. And I wonder if you're married now, with perhaps a little girl, with your blue eyes and that stubborn blonde curl. Oh, with your blue eyes and that stubborn blonde curl. Thank you very much. Yep, I would as well if it was a free bar. Thank you, gentlemen.
Is that it?
Yeah. If we do it, we'll be doing it later. So back to back, I'm going to sing another song, another love song. This is called Melanie's Song. Sometimes I miss you, the moment you have gone. The touch and taste of you keeps lingering on. Don't you know that I'm always thinking of you? Don't you know that I'm always thinking of you? Nothing else matters when I'm lost in your arms, like a breeze that's gently swaying, like a storm when it comes. You give me times that no one can take away. You give me times that no one can take away. Why do you matter more than all the others before? I need you round me like the sea around the shore. You are a time when no waves can shift the sand. You are a time when no waves can shift always thinking of you. Don't you know that I'm always thinking of you? Don't you know that I'm always thinking of you? Last year was a bit of a difficult year, particularly for my wife and her family, and their adorable mother passed on. She was an elderly lady. She had a good life, but it's still cataclysmic to lose somebody that well loved. She fell ill at the beginning of the year, and after a short illness, as they say, she passed on. While she was ill, my wife said, "Can you write a song about my mum?" I think she meant writing a song about all the things that made Betty special, but unfortunately I don't have actually much control over what happens when I'm writing songs. And the song actually came out, which was really more about my wife's relationship with her mother. It's called "I'll Be Thinking of You." Another breath on the water, a ripple in space. I read a book that I borrowed from you in the first place. You could see in the painting, though your eyes have failed. Another breath on the water, just before you sailed. It's church tomorrow, and I'm thinking of you. And a robin flew in and took some seeds, and I'm thinking of you. When the daffodils bloom, I'm in a crowded room, I'm just thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. It's not goodbye, it's just some more loose change. And in your time you've known that lots, so it's nothing strange. Sketching out a new way on a greeting card. Another breath on the water, it's gonna be real hard. It's church tomorrow, and I'm thinking of you. And a robin flew in and took some seeds, and I'm thinking of you. And the daffodils bloom, I'm in a crowded room, I'm just thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. When you're ready to go and you ask my permission to leave, and it's time to move on, my heart has burst on my sleeve. Oh, I want to say something, I'm not usually tongue-tied. Another breath on the water, I just want to hide. It's church tomorrow, and I'm thinking of you. And a robin flew in and took some seeds, and I'm thinking of you. When the daffodils bloom, I'm in a crowded room, I'm just thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. Daffodils and redbreasts, those riverside walks, sweet advice when I needed it, this long evening talk. The metronome still ticking, doesn't leave a clue. Another breath on the water, I'm just thinking of you. It's church tomorrow, and I'm thinking of you. robin flew in and took some seeds, and I'm thinking of you. When the daffodils bloom, I'm in a crowded room, just thinking of you. I'm 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 just thinking of you. Just thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. I'm just thinking of you. I was trying to remember a year or so back what the first flower was that grew in Hiroshima. I must say, when I was just a kid, and obviously the atom bomb thing happened long before I was born. Many, many, many years. But one of the things as a kid that I remember was that when I heard about this thing that had happened, that the scientists had said it would be like 100 years before anything ever grew again there. And the next summer these plants, these flowers grew. And I thought, yeah, right on, nature. I'm sure the scientists a thing or two. And it was quite something that I sort of hung on to as a kid and to adulthood as a sort of positive reaction. Anyway, so I looked this up, and the flower was an oleander. And I sort of got to thinking about the oleander coming out of the devastation, the horrible landscape of the nuclear waste. And I drew a parallel to this to butterflies coming out of the larva stages. And when I was sort of reading about that, I realised that they go through certain metamorphoses to become a butterfly. And I sort of drew a parallel to human beings, that we go through metamorphoses, we change, what we call growing up. And that maybe if you had this second chance at something, and that you'd wasted when you were younger, you'd make a better job of it second time around. So I put all of this together into a song called Oleander Butterfly. If I could take you dancing one more time, if I could hear your dreams again like you were still mine, we could tear a hole in space, rip a hole in time, we could make forever last like you were still mine. Oleander butterfly, such beauty so sad, reminds me of our make-believe, those times we never had. If I could take you dancing on that big stage, if we could sing that song again from off the same page, we could make that music, the rhythm and the rhyme, we could make sense of the words like you were still mine. Oleander butterfly, such beauty so sad, reminds me of our make-believe, those times we never had. Now baby, I've been wondering about the dragonfly. If he can reinvent himself, then maybe so can I. A sapphire dragonfly in the sunshine, we could make sense of the world if you were still mine. Oleander butterfly, such beauty so sad, reminds me of our make-believe, those times we never had. If I could grow some wings, then maybe I could fly. If that old dragonfly can do it, then maybe so can I. I could make things up to you, at least could make forever last, like you were still mine. Holly and a butterfly, such beauty so sad. Reminds me of our make-believe, those times we never had. If I could take you dancing one more time, if I could hear your dreams again, like you were still mine, we could tear a hole in space, rip a hole in time. We could make forever last, like you were still mine. Holly and a butterfly, such beauty so sad. Reminds me of our make-believe, those times we never had. Those times we never had. Thank you very much. Thanks, Ralph. So back to writing love songs for my wife. There's certain songs you can write only when you're young, and there's certain songs that you can only write while you're waiting for Gerald Claridge.
Oh,
Many's the song I've written whilst waiting. It's Last Orders at the Bar. It's a sudden exodus. So I said there's some songs that you can only write when you're young, and there's some songs you can only write when you're older. And I wrote a song about still being together after a long time, called The Weaver of Time. There's no dreams that hold me, no wishes on the side. It's my love that's kept me tied up along your side. And if time has mellowed, it has that effect. I finally turned out to be the man you respect. Catching those rain tears like whispering pearls, I wouldn't change anything for all of the world. And if time has mellowed, it has that effect. I finally turned out to be the man you respect. Wondering how it walks through a weaver of time. Halfway up this hill, together we climb. There's no chains round my heart, no cage for my soul, no whispering Judas with old words so droll. And if time has mellowed, it has that effect. I finally turned out to be the man you respect. There's no dreams that hold me, no wishes on the side. It's my love that's kept me tied up along your side. And if time is mellow, it has that effect. I finally turned out to be the man you respect. So I got this phrase in my head, the Johnson boy and the Miller girl and the Johnson boy. I don't know where it came from. But I sort of thought, well, there was probably a wedding, and it was probably a pretty awful wedding. And I keep on hearing people who've been to terrible weddings, but I haven't. But my imagination ran away with me, and this rather terrible wedding came to mind. And I'm hoping somebody will do a video of it one day, because I'd really, really, really like to know just what the people in this look like. So, it's called "The Devil at the Table." The wedding at the church overlooked the cemetery. It all seemed rather fitting, I'll tell you why, you see. Neither family liked the other, no one liked the bride, except for the Johnson boy and his best friend Clyde. That Clyde was the best man, he brought along the ring. The jealous best man's a really dangerous thing. The service went along well, the boy kissed the girl. It was about then that things began to unfurl. At the wedding of the Miller girl to the Johnson boy, a match made in hell, or just the devil's joy. They said that they would pay for it, but no one thought that soon. When the devil's at your table, take a long-handled spoon. The wedding party went to the local hostelry. The drink flowed down real easy, some of it was free. Dolores, I don't want too many, took some offense. Said that she was feeling worth about 2 cents. At the wedding of the Miller girl to the Johnson boy, a match made in hell, or just the devil's joy. They said that they would pay for it, but no one thought that soon. Or when the devil's at your table, take a long-handled spoon. The fight just had to happen, not really any signs. Fists and feet flying, heads to head collide. There's no one at fault, nobody to blame at all. But once again back against the wall. At the wedding of the Miller girl to the Johnson boy, a match made in hell, or just the devil's joy. They said that they would pay for it, but no one thought that soon. When the devil's at your table, take a long-handled spoon. Dolores took out 3 men, then she passed out on the floor. The bride and groom were pushing against an open door. The best man told her that he loved her all his life, and the Johnson boy was certainly missing one wife. At the wedding of the Miller girl to the Johnson boy, a match made in hell, or just the devil's joy. They said that they would pay for it, but no one thought that soon. When the devil's at your table, take a long-handled spoon. Damage like a fight in a saloon. The boy looked for his wife, could only smell her cheap perfume. The Miller girl took off in a rose along with Clyde. The Johnson boy was missing one best friend and a wife. At the wedding of the Miller girl to the Johnson boy, a match made in hell, or just the devil's joy. They said that they would pay for it, but no one thought that soon. When the devil's at your table, take a long-handled spoon. Or when the devil's at your table, take a long-handled spoon. We may as well go now. Assuming nobody wants an encore, we'll just pack up and leave. God, I had to dig that out, didn't I? Oh, all right then. We're going to do Jonquil, and everybody's going to do it. So, those of you who don't know Jonquil, where have you been? Jonquil is a song about the 1800s golden harvest, and I hope you're all getting ready to come up here in the dark now. It's about an itinerant worker towards the end of the harvest who's got his eye on a young lady called Jonquil to attend the harvest supper with him, and it's the title track of Dunn with Whiskey, and this is a different version of it. All the versions on the Reflective album are new versions, or in fact old versions, they're solo versions.
Cozy.
Probably a lot slower than we do on Dunn with Whiskey.
I did brush my teeth.
So the chorus goes, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jonquil. Now look, it took me ages to write that. So I'm expecting a little bit of respect. So I'm expecting you to sing along, if you can hear above the racket that's going to be up here. Sickle south late summer heat, bring all hands to the field. Sheaves of corn dry in the sun are hard but welcome yield. If you kiss the sun good morning, if you kiss the sun good night, if you sleep when it gets dark and waken in the light, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. Exhausting workers harvesting, sheaf makers tie the corn into sheaves and stand them out in stooks to dry them in the warm. Gleaners collect the leftovers, harvest fair is soon. I was trying to catch your eye all that afternoon. I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. Dreaming of a Sunday when the gathering is through, and we've made our mark and made our coin, now it's time for we two. The service lesson tells us what we should do and say, but the cider wine and promise puts it off another day. I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. The band was playing, the harvest supper was about to start. The last of the corn brought from the field on a horse and cart. I'm putting on my Sunday clothes, my work and rags ain't right. I'm gonna make an impression on you tonight. I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Will. The consequence of others. Only speak when you are kind. A flower that contains the sun that you can rarely find. Oh, I was trying to catch her eye all that afternoon. I'm gonna make an impression on her soon. I'll let you wash over me. I'll let you wash over me. I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Claude. I'll let you wash over me. I'll let you wash over me. I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude. I'll let you wash over me, Jean-Claude. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for coming. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Last orders. Get yourselves a drink. Thank you. Thank you to all my friends, Shelley Kerr, Manny Brownlee, Whiskey Bob, Tom Vigno, Carol Claridge, Ray Lear. Really talented people. Thank you, and thank you all. Good night.
So many people mourning their loss. So many busy roads still left to cross. I'll bring you emeralds like your eyes so cold. I'll bring you sweet words for your heart of gold. Nobody's listening to points of view, original concepts that aren't that new.